Good morning. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Good morning, Joy. How are you? I'm freezing. I'm actually very cold. Hey, Angela. So, I'm... Are you freezing too and you just too cold to type it? Under the covers. Brat. I'm super duper cold today. Okay, so today, as promised, we are going to do Cleo in Egypt. I really love this stamp set. Really do. It's got a lot of cool sayings. It's got a lot of cool stuff. But I'm continuing on. Hey, Carrie. Sleeping outside stuff in Airbnb. Well, geez Louise. So I'm continuing on my quest to make my ColorDex. So before I started, I had stamped out the entire stamp set, and I cut out the sentiment that I wanted, which is a thing of beauty is never perfect. It's an Egyptian proverb. The little pyramids. And then I made the memory dex card, and all I did was I used this stamp set, or this stamp right here, and I stamped it in Versamark, and I put clear embossing powder over the top of it. Joy, are you proud of me? I used my clear embossing powder. What? The what? I know. Wonders never cease. So yeah, just clear embossing powder over the top of this. Then I sprayed it with some of my Tim Holtz Distress mica sprays or mica stains, and I got this. I'm not quite done with this, but I wanted to spray this ahead of time because it takes it a minute to dry. So, hey Meg. So I wanted it to dry before we got started. So that's what I have so far. So what I'm going to do is I found that I had this like already stamped and everything. So I just used the die and cut it out. And this is all that I had colored of it. And then I abandoned it for some reason. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and color it. But she's going to be like here. And so I'm not going to color all of it. I'm just going to color down to like where her robe is. Or where her sash is. I wanted to use two of the color cards that I used. Hey, hey bestie. I wanted to use two of the color cards. These are from the black set of color cards. And this is where the question comes in. Oh my God, this is crazy. My computer's doing all kinds of crazy stuff, so sorry. This is where the question comes in. Do you call people with black hair raven-haired? Or do you call them Noirette? I don't even know how to say it. Noirette? I can't say it. I'm sorry. I tried. I was discussing with Sandy that we probably needed to drink a whole bunch of tequila before we could wrap our mouths around that word. So anyways, I'm going to use these to color her dress because the whole point of this is that she has black hair, and this is the black color cards, so I want to be able to use them. And these color cards are very, very neat. They have different colors within them that will help you to create different shades of black because it's more than just using your grays, your Copic grays. So I wanted to put a couple of next to each other so you could really see. So, with that being said, we're going to start with her dress. And so with her dress, I'm going to use what's called Blackberry. And show you that these color cards aren't noir. Okay, so Noirette, is that how it's supposed to be said? Noirette? Do you use that term? Have you ever heard that term? Meg, you're really handy. You like know lots of things about lots of things. I'm glad you're in this group. You make me happy. And you even know how to type it out so that I can figure out how to pronounce it. So good for you. So you don't use that term. Oh, there goes Archie. Somebody must be walking their doggo. So yesterday somebody asked me, how come I don't cut things out prior to fussy cutting or prior to coloring? And this is why. I hate it. I don't have enough to hold on to, so I make mistakes. I can't turn it as easily. It makes me insane. So there you go. Hello, Cheryl. Right, hey, Archie. Archie's protecting me again. Hey, can you not? It's just a dog. Oh my God. It's literally people walking their dog down the street. Like, why? I don't understand. So Sandy will tell you that this is for real, that this is something really natural for me, that I often leave things partially colored all over my craft room. It's no lie. Here's Mark of the cars. Olive and Winston are barking now. I don't like the sticky mat because my hand sticks to the sticky mat. I'm a complainer. It's fine. But so it's very normal for me to find an image that's partially colored and be like, oh, maybe I should finish that. So one of three things happens. The three things that can happen are, number one, I finish coloring the image and I put it in, as Sandy would say, a little bucket. And then it lives there. It lives in that little bucket for many, many moons before anything else happens to it. Second thing that can happen is I'll finish coloring it and I'll actually put it on a card. I know, weird. Third thing that can happen is I'll finish coloring it and I'll hand it to Sandy and then she'll take it. Carrie, I have something that's going to come to you that's going to be way better for your pencil coloring. Do you have a bucket list? Kind of. But I don't know. I mean, I have things I would like to do. I don't necessarily call it a bucket list. Yes, Carrie, I have a surprise for you. I'm hoping that you'll test something for me. I put things on my stamp packages for reference at times too. Oh. Like you want me to send them to you? Why do they call it a bucket list? because it fills your... Okay, so when you dye, it's called kicking the bucket. It's slang. When you dye, you kick the bucket. So the bucket list came from that term of you fill your bucket before you kick the bucket. So you make a list of all the things you want to put in your bucket before you kick the bucket. That's why it's called a bucket list. I'm not doing super hot at coloring today. I'm just... Yeah, Ledoux Designs is going to come out with another holder. It's a surprise. You may have seen sneak peeks of it. It was a Jamie Clark fail because Jamie's not super good at engineering 3D printed stuff. And Ledoux Designs is way better at that than me. So it's a Dale came in and saved the day and figured it out because he's way better at that stuff than me. Carrie, it's a secret. I'm not allowed to say. So, you're just gonna have to wait. And notice I'm just kind of ending this because I'm gonna cut the bottom of this off. So there's no point in coloring all the bottom. But I wasn't super happy with my blend, so I'm going back for a second pass at it to make it a little bit smoother. Yeah, Sandy swore me to silence. Okay. So now, I'm gonna color Egypt. I guess I could be like zoomed in for you all. Does that help? Is that helpful? Not even a whisper, a letter? Well, you can look at your hint when you went back. You said that the Copic holder was cool. I know you love you some teal. Cause you're my girl. Okay, so I'm gonna use this like green tinted one for the doggy. Not really sure why I chose the green tinted one for our cool little jackal, but I did, so here we are. All of you that are here right now and all of you that are watching the replay, I just want you to know that you are very appreciated. We love doing this for you guys. That's why we spend so much time creating content for y'all and free content. And so we just want you to know that you're appreciated. And we will keep creating content for you because we know that makes you guys happy. The Mummy movie. I mean, Brendan Fraser, right? BB29 is like literally my favorite marker. It is such a chameleon. It does so many things, and whatever color you put it next to, it takes on that color, which is super duper cool. So I know this seems weird that I'm putting in this like super bright green. I promise you it'll work out. Probably Sandy's even going, what the hey? Yes. Good tip, Joy. Good tip. Aw, thanks, Cheryl. Good old Canadian boy? Who's a good old Canadian boy? Oh, Brendan Fraser? Yeah. I love this little jackal. He's so cute. Right? That's a true story, Carrie. You totally need these holders if you have a cat, because otherwise your lids go running off. So Cleo in Egypt is the stamp set that I'm using right now, just in case you came in late. I'm not coloring all the way to the bottom because I'm going to end up cutting that off. We are having a debate on whether you call it people with black hair, are they Noirettes or Ravens? I'm getting better at saying it, Sandy. Meg helped me. Carrie, because the core of a Copic marker is essentially cotton that is wrapped in plastic. And so what happens is there's a certain amount of pressure that builds up in them when you have them filled, like you should have them filled. And so if you only take one cap off, all of the ink will always go to the point of least resistance, meaning gravity will pull on your ink and it will all come out the end. Also, your hand is warm, and so it speeds up the molecules in the ink and it makes them move faster. And so if it only has one place to go, it's going to blob on your paper. So if you take both caps off, it equalizes the pressure within the barrel and gives you more control over your ink. Happy Monday! The Raven one sounds cool. Okay, so now we are going to grab some colors and kind of finish this out. So in ancient Egypt, there's a lot of teal and there's a lot of gold. I wonder why my feed keeps cutting out on my computer.
A lot of teal
Makes me cranky. So for some teal, I'm going to start adding some teal. That's a fib. I'm gonna make her veil, oops, match her dress. Sorry, I hit my camera. I know. Isn't that little jackal adorable? Oh, I forgot a spot over here. I actually have a tattoo of Archie all dressed in Egyptian garb. That's what a crazy dog mom I am. Miss you too, Michelle. Okay. So now her veil matches her dress. Now we're gonna come in and we're going to color her sash. She will be here tomorrow. She plays basketball. She plays varsity basketball. And they have been making a run for state playoffs, something, finals, I don't know. And so apparently their team's pretty good. And so they're doing all the things. So I told her she can focus on basketball and school until that's done. But she wants to come over tomorrow before she has practice and spend a little time doing some stuff. So she'll be back. She'll be back. She's a good kid. You're really late today. Not as late as you think. This was partially colored. Hi, Linda. Yep, Archie's at it again. Oh, sorry, I keep hitting the camera. I was trying to move my mouse so that my computer didn't fall asleep on me. I know, right? I always think it was so hot and they were wearing all of these clothes. Yeah, right? I'm gonna go with no on that one, Michelle. But did you know that Cleopatra was the first one to shave her body hair? So we have her to thank for that. I don't really know where I heard that. It could be totally false, but I heard it a long time ago, so I believed it. And it seems right, because she was that kind of person. I mean, I totally knew her personally. I'm just kidding. Do we really want to thank for that? She wanted to shave. I guess it was said that she shaved because she found it more attractive to have the smooth skin. So she shaved her arms and her legs and armpits and everything. Apparently she shaved. And because she thought it was a better way to attract men. So there you go. I don't remember that. Yeah, she shaved so she could wear that bikini. Duh. Um, yes, Melissa, that is super duper true. Is there was a big issue with lice, and that's why a lot of the ancient Egyptians have hairstyles that indicate that. By shaving it all except for like one braid that they had or whatever. There was a big problem with lice. So, ew. I know, right? You're gonna be itching. The things we talk about, I swear. Kara, I can't wait for you to do coffee chats again because I miss all of your random talking about random things while you're doing coffee chats. They make me happy. Sandy and I were just having this discussion the other day of how happy Jen. Ew, yuck. We were just having this discussion about how happy your coffee chats make us. So I'm going to color her headdress. We're going to put a lot of gold on it because that's how it was. Lots of gold. Cheryl, you got all quiet too. Where the heck did you go, girly? Did we gross you out? With the talk of lice in ancient Egypt? I mean, we can totally blame Melissa for that. She brought it up. Of course, I was thinking it. I was going to say it, so not even going to lie. All right. There we go. So now where do I want to go with this? Hey, Mom. I think I'm going to do a purple because that was definitely a thing. So I'm going to go BV08. We're going really dark, in case you hadn't realized that, by the super dark purples I pulled out. And we're going to do purple up here. And I think her staff is going to have purple. Oh my God, Archie, you scared me. So my neighbor's a UPS driver. He just came home for lunch, and he gives Archie milk bones. And so whenever he pulls into his driveway, Archie goes absolutely insane because he thinks he gets a milk bone. Archie, stop, please. Did you see me jump, though? He totally scared the holy living bejeezers out of me. Hey, Archie. No. You hear him back-talking me? He's just like a teenager. And now everybody's dogs are barking because the UPS guy isn't even at my house. He's at his own house. All right, there's our purple. So I'm going to go back to the teal and put teal. It is very much, huh, Jen? What kind of puppies do you have? Oh, how cute. Thanks, Carrie. All right. Okay. Now I'm going to grab a light pink to do inside of the jackal's ears. I'm actually going to grab a purple because it goes more with the color of what's going on here. So we're going to go, well, I guess he only has one ear, so that makes life easy. And now I'm going to do her eyeballs. Tiny demon spawn. Oh, okay, thank you. I would love a photo of all the baby doggies. Okay, and then, oh yeah, eyes, her eyes. I'm gonna give her blue eyes. And then I'm gonna come in with my teeny tiny pen and put pupils in her eyes. I'm also gonna give her some eyelashes. Just like that. And I know she still looks kind of scary. It's okay. Hold, please. Oh, I'm gonna hit my head on the camera. Okay. Like that. Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing to little Mr. Jackal here. So you can get a little highlight on his nose. Okay, so there's that. I'm also gonna use my, Carrie loves this too, my Luminance pencil. And I'm gonna come across and I'm gonna put a little highlight on the puppy's forehead and his ears. I'm gonna highlight her staff, her headdress, a little bit here. Her necklace. There we go. Now we have lots of highlights on there. Yeah, she did. You are correct. All right. So now we're going to go back to this. I'm going to move my markers aside. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab, so I have this old one that's like just a scrap piece, but I don't want to ruin my brand new one already, so, you know, that's how I roll right now. I'm gonna grab some distressed ink. This is ground espresso, so I'm gonna go around the outside of this in ground espresso. If you popped on late, I just, all I did with this is I cut this out of Sweet Sentiment craft paper. I used this stamp and some Versamark ink and stamped it all over. I used clear embossing powder to emboss on it. Then I just sprayed it with a couple of the Tim Holtz mica stains. But I had to do that before I came on video because I needed the mica stains to dry. So, the other thing is when you do this with the distress inks, when you cover anything that you embossed, you will want to wipe it off or it will continue to come off on your fingers. I'm gonna need to make myself some Copic. Oh, yes, Linda, absolutely. Your hands are frozen. So anyways, anything that you have used the embossing powder on, you'll want to wipe off because it will come off, which is actually kind of cool. Because then you're left with this cool, I don't know, I think it's really neat. Just me being weird, I suppose. Okay, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna decide where Cleo and Egypt are gonna go. Probably somewhere just like that. And I'm gonna put the stamp, like where I cut her out of the paper, around that. I'm gonna use my Distress crayon. This one's black, so I can leave a shadow around her. Y'all are about to see me do some things that I don't normally do. Are you ready? Aw, thanks, Linda Lou. Ew. Yes. Ew. Gross. It's a little bit thick right here, so I'm going to wipe some of it off. Okay. Throw that directly in the trash because wowie zowie. All right, so then before I put her down, I'm going to put these down because I want her to be on top of them. Thanks, Holly. Meg says magic. And I'm putting this like, I don't know if I want to put it, oh wait, maybe I want to. I don't know where I want it yet. I want it like that. Okay, so then I'm going to flip this over and use my espresso. Beautiful. Now I'm going to glue her on. Now I could pop this up and everything, but I want to have lots of room in my ColorDex, so I'm not going to do that. Coming in at the very end. Ew, freezing rain and thunder. It's cold here. It's 19 degrees. Okay, so now I'm gonna grab my junk scissors. And we're gonna amputate I'm also gonna make sure that this spot is cut out. All right, so now I have this. So we have decided on ravens. I know, right? It is very sad. Ew, is that Celsius or Fahrenheit, Carrie? I mean, duh. Okay, never mind. We're gonna forget I said that. Never mind. Moving on. Shh, I didn't say it. Shh. Shh. We decided on raven. Stop laughing at me, Carrie. Obviously, I need more coffee. It's funny, I keep saying Raven, and that's the name of the dog next door. And so Archie keeps on like perking up and twisting his head. Okay, so these are for our raven-haired goddesses. Now the other thing that I'm going to do with this is add some bling. I mean, come on, you guys were expecting it, right? This is not shocking to you? Where's my glue? So this particular bling is from the Ton. And Sandy and I fell in love with this bling. So we bought multiple colors of it because, you know, why not? I know, right, Michelle? I thought in the beginning you were saying raisin. No, raven, like the bird. Anyways, now you derailed my train of thought because now I'm laughing at saying raisin. Anyway, Sandy and I love this bling, so we bought like all the colors, and we believe you rise by lifting others, so we're gonna tell you where we get all of our cool stuff. So this is from the Ton, and they are so fun. We really enjoy them. Wasn't that a Disney show? That's So Raven. Yeah, that was a Disney show. But for us, it's the name of our neighbor's dog, so. All right. So, there you go. There is our raven-haired girl. And I'm going to put that into my ColorDex. I'm going to toss my 2 cards back in here. And we're going to put Raven right on in here. Just like that. So, I redid a couple of these yesterday because we took this to a show, and so they got like bent and busted. So, I redid my orange. I have yellow, and I made a green one. And then yesterday on the live, we did brunette. And now we have Raven. So maybe next weekend we will continue down our journey of making our color decks. Super fun. And we've also been talking about doing a memory deck swap. So there will be more information on the memory deck swap coming your way. So thank you guys for joining me today. I super duper appreciate it. We love having you here. And Sandy will resume her nighttime coloring for all of you night owls. And it is 9:30 Central Time, I believe. So 9:30 Central Time for her. Yes, we live in different time zones, so it is different for us. We post things in different time zones, so sorry about that. Thank you, Meg. And yeah, so I'm gonna go get to work on some other fun things that we have going on, and I will talk to you all very, very soon. Thanks for joining me. Toodles!